Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to talk about the epic conclusion to Masters of the Universe Revelations. This is the second part to the Masters of the Universe series that continues that series from the 80s. The war for Eternia continues in the second part of Masters of the Universe Revelation. With Skeletor now wielding the Sword of Power, the weary heroes of Eternia must band together to fight back against the forces of evil in a thrilling and epic conclusion to the two-part series. Now, I'm fully aware of all of the issues from Revelations, the first part. I personally really did like it. Kevin Smith and Netflix got a lot of hate for that series, and I feel that the people who disliked part one, mostly because of Teela being in it more than He-Man, I think they're going to have the same issues with part two. There is a little less of Teela, but she still feels like a main focus of this, but there is a lot more of He-Man, which is very epic. And we also get a lot more of Evil Lyn, and she feels like a large threat within this season. Be warned, going into Revelations, that there will be some issues that you will have if you had issues with part one. I didn't really have that many issues with part one, so going into part two, I was very excited, and they do some very clever things with season two. We see that Adam is able to wield the power without the sword, and it turns him into something even bigger than He-Man, almost like the Hulk, and it is absolutely insane. It is crazy. It is action-packed. It is intense. So seeing those moments and watching Skeletor react to it, be very afraid of what is going on, it's a lot of fun, and they make sure to really utilize that and just not make it feel like it's a one and done scene. They bring it forth, and it is so epic. I love all of the clever things they do with Skeletor, and now that he has the power, he feels just so epic and sinister within this season two, and I love what they did with Evil Lyn. I think she is a great villain in the He-Man in Universe series, and she has a chance to become something even epic within here. There's a lot of Teela as well. Her understanding her role in all of this, and how can she help Adam and all of Eternia take down Skeletor and Evil Lyn. So there is a nice balance of all of the characters within here. Even though it's only 5 parts, they make sure that each character has something to contribute to the overall series. Now, with it being 5 episodes and we had Skeletor at the end getting the power from the sword, there's just this sense of urgency. They need to gather everybody together from Eternia to defeat Skeletor and Evil Lyn. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the end of Rise of Skywalker, where they called out everybody and everybody came to help defeat Palpatine. It kind of feels like that, where everybody is getting together, they're calling out to anybody who will come to help them, and there's a large group of people that do come and help and try to defeat Skeletor and Evil Lyn for Grayskull. And so it does feel very epic. It does feel like a conclusion. It does have that sense of urgency from beginning to end that makes it a very quick watch. It's a breeze to get through, but every single episode feels like it's building on the previous episode and adds more and more action as it goes along. So I love how they built off of that first part, and I love how the first part ended as well with Skeletor, and it continued nicely into that second part. Skeletor is just so big and epic within season 2, and Mark Hamill voicing Skeletor is able to balance some of that humor but some of those more darker moments as well. Teela and Adam are trying to understand each other a little bit because she's still getting used to the fact that Adam is actually He-Man, and so they're just trying to navigate that relationship. And Evil Lyn had a really nice setup, but she continued to grow into a more confident character as the series went along to something really cool at the end of it all. So it does feel like a conclusion, and I really enjoyed part 2. I think a little more than part 1 because it had Obviously a little more He-Man. There was some really big action scenes, especially when he's able to wield the power without the sword. Really shocked me and shocked Skeletor as well. So just overall really fun to watch. The animation still looks really good. I love how Eternia looks and all of the characters, what they did with Skeletor and him with the power, and this big version of He-Man that just tore through everything. It was so fun to watch. There's some really clever things along the way, so make sure to watch it all, because there will be some things that will surprise you and really shake up the series. So before I give you my score for Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2 a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2 on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.